Okay, here's a look at Transformers Legacy United Origin Wheeljack. So here's a look at the front of the box with the really nice artwork there of the Cybertronian alt mode. And the back of the box, you get your product images from robot to alt mode with the accessories and some features, 40th anniversary. Side of the box, you get artwork of some other figures in the line. The other side, you get nice artwork of Wheeljack in robot mode. And this is really a nice artwork. It's not my style, but this is more of an illustration because you could see how nicely drawn and rendered this is. Even all the reflection that you get here from like the blast effects on the back of his head. It's really nice artwork. But anyways, top of the box, Transformers Legacy United, bottom, words and stuff. So that's a look at the box. And here is just a quick look at the figure. It's a nice looking figure. I do like the transparent light green window with the gray forearms and gray thighs to be very cartoon accurate. I think these wings should have been painted to be a little more accurate to the cartoon colors. But yeah, it's a nice figure, very panel-y as you could see. So that's just a quick look at the figures. And then here is all the other accessories that you get. So let's go over them. So first you get this nice window protector. I don't know what it's called. They should put names on the instructions, but yeah, this is nice. And people pointed out you could take this off and flip it so it's kind of straight to kind of be like a street or something for him to ride on in alt mode. But yeah, I agree with them. It's better just to keep it like this. So I'll show that off later in alt mode. And then you do get these things. I don't know what they are called. And again, they should put the name of it in the instructions. And people also pointed out, this thing from the episode, but actually it's not really the same. That has like 4 gears. Here there's more than 4 gears. So this looks like it's just from that first episode. And then this is a disappointment, but you only get 1 gun. So you have to pick and choose if you want this to be his shoulder gun like he should have to be cartoon accurate, or if you want it as a handgun. So here you just simply tabs in, which is nice. And if you have blast effects that you get with other figures that you don't get here, which I'm pointing it out because for the price point of this figure, Hasbro should have been generous in giving you some of these blast effects. But you can do that if you have extra blast effects. But his gun here actually should go on his shoulder to be more cartoon accurate. So that's what you get with the figure. And as always, the instructions. So let's just go over the instructions really quick. And here you could see the accessories, and it'd be nice if they went back to the old days where they put some text in there, maybe let you know what those actually are. Transformation here, it's like I said, it's very panel-y, but it's doable. It's actually not that hard once you know what you're doing. But here's a look at the instructions and what you could do. So that's a look at everything you get with the figure. And so now we can get a better look at the figure. So here is Wheeljack. Like I said, this looks really nice. People complain that he looks like chunky or something, but considering he transforms into his Cybertronian alt mode, which is very boxy, I think it's okay. I think it's designed pretty good. But let's take a close-up look at that head. It's a very G1 accurate head, nicely painted. I don't know if I'm trying to zoom in to see his eyes, if he has blue eyes. It's hard to see. But there's a look at his head, and his head is on a ball joint, so it can go up, down, side to side, all around. And then his shoulders here, you could see they go out to the side, they go up and down. You do get bicep swivel, you do get a elbow joint 90 degrees, you do get wrist rotation due to transformation, and you do get a waist rotation but no ab crunch. But his legs can go up and down, up front and back, out to the side. They do bend at the knee, and you do get ankle rocker feet that go up and down because they are on a ball joint. So a good amount of articulation, so you can get some nice dynamic poses out of this. And now let's bring out some of these other figures. So this now actually completes this set. So this looks really nice. What is this? This was not a core class, or I think maybe the deluxe, but here's a deluxe and here's a Voyager, and you could see what these guys all look like together in robot mode. This is really a nice set to have. And I just want to point out that you know, there are no masterpiece figures of these characters or mini masterpiece legends of these figures. So if you actually like this, this is the only way you're going to get them, is through this mainline retail. And I'm really happy that I got this. This is really nice. So that's a look at some of the other figures. And if you did get the Bumblebee, he does come with these, I forgot what these are called from that cartoon, but these are these Energon bars or something. But yeah, you can store them on his back right here. So that's kind of cool. But if these ever run out, then what do they do? But anyways, that's just a look at Wheeljack in robot mode. So now let's transform him to alt mode and take a look at that. Okay, to transform Wheeljack into his alt mode, first, as always, remove all the accessories. Take out his shoulder gun. And back here, I forgot to mention, but you could put these spinning pieces back here, that tab in there. So you want to remove that because they attach to the front of the vehicle. So now we can transform him into alt mode. I like to start with the hands, rotate them in so the top of his fist is facing forward on both sides. And then we could spread his arms out a little bit so we could rotate his arms out like so. And then we could lift up his arms all the way and then rotate them up 180 like so. So we got that joint facing upwards. And then we could lift up these panels here. And these hands, you can now fold them in like so on both sides. And then here you want to rotate this down. You could see a little slot there. There's a tab. So get that tab to go into that little slot right there. Do the same on this side. And now we have these arms set up to go. And now I like to start here with this legs. So first on the back, just untab this piece. Both of them came out together. There's two of them, and you can get that out of the way, lift it up like so. And then there's another set, you want to bring it out like so. And this is a good time to bend his knee. You could see there's a little tab that goes in on both sides, so you want to get it kind of like at a A stance. And then we have room to pull out these inner leg panels up like so. And then there's another one that comes out, and then there's another one that opens up like so. Do the same on this side. Lift this up and then lift this up, and you could see this rotates. So that's actually his door. Now that we got all that done, we could take his feet, rotate it around 180 on both sides. And it is kind of like on a double hinge, the ball joint. But what you want to do is push it in all the way. You could see that contour. And do it on both sides so you could see his feet goes in here. And there are two little circular tabs on the bottom of his feet or his toes. So we can here now just go ahead and line these two pieces up so we can get these tabbed in together like so. And then we can take his whole leg here, rotate it around 180 like so. Once we do that, then we can bring down his chest, rotate his head around 180. And this is on a double hinge, so you want to bring it back up, but with his head going into his chest right there, like so. And then this window piece does come down, and this has the two little circular tabs that go into the circular slots down here. Get that in, and that kind of helps to stabilize all this together. Now we can come up here, and if it didn't already, you can pull this, untab it for his wings here, and then you could take his wings and rotate them down like so. And this, you can untab this and start straightening this up like so. Now his arms here, you could rotate them in together like a puzzle piece. Get them in. And then here you see the two gray tabs, the white tab there. The gray tabs go underneath this white front window, and that white tab goes into that square. This part's a little tricky, but once you get it lined up, make sure you give it a good squeeze in there. Now we can fold up the rest of this panel here. So here you could lift this up, and then you can close it, and you could see the tabs here, they do go in. So find the tab and the slot, line them up and tab it in. And then this back piece, you could see this gray, you want to rotate it up. And this window piece, you want to untab it and close it and line it up like so. And then you want to do the same thing on this side. So here you want to rotate this piece up like so, and then get this all these tabs lined up, tab them in, and then do the same on this side. Rotate this up 180, and then this window, open it and bring it up here like so. And then the last piece is his trailer bed here. You want to lift that up, make sure these stay tabbed in, get everything all straightened out so that this top piece can now come down and tab in like so. And now we have Wheeljack in his alt mode. Okay, here's a look at Wheeljack in his Cybertronian alt mode. And you could see that for the most part, they did a really nice job capturing the cartoon aesthetics. particularly the front red detail there. So that's a look at the alt mode. It's a really nice alt mode. I really like the transparent light green windows. Really nice. So let me show you some of the other features he comes with. That protective windshield thing from that episode, from the first episode. So let me first get him facing forward, and then here's the windshield wiper. So you just put it on top and then you close the sides. It doesn't tab in, it just kind of secures like so. And then now you could see what it looks like with the protective windshield. This is really a nice accessory. I like the transparent blue. So it just adds a nice little look to it. So that's the windshield wiper. And then you do get these spinning things. I don't know what they are exactly, but you can put them on here on the bottom, just like in the cartoon. And it's kind of like blowing away the fire or something like that. Again, I don't really know what these are, but it's a nice thing to have to kind of replicate that scene from the cartoon. Look at that, that's kind of cool. It'd be kind of cool if you could spin them around, but that's still nice. And then, of course, the accessories. If you want, you can always attach this, which in my opinion, I think these are always kind of a cheap little cop-outs, but you could just put it up here like so. And so that's a look at Wheeljack with the accessories. So now let's go ahead and take these off, take this off, and let's bring out the rest of the other Cybertronian vehicles. This is really cool. This Jazz, I don't know why he keeps tumbling over. But here you could see what these guys look like all together. Maybe from small to bigger. And you know what I really like about this is the windows. I like the transparent windows that are on all three of them. So that's very consistent. So that's another design thing. You want to stay consistent, because if they did something like painted this one a blue window, but these are these nice transparent windows, that wouldn't look too good. So yeah, that's another nice thing about this that I really like. Look at this. This looks really cool. And you know what? This makes me wonder if they're going to reissue this, maybe like in a 5-pack and give you like a Soundwave and Laserbeak. That'd be cool. And they'd find a way to get you to buy these again. But for now, these are really cool. And I just wanted to say one other thing that's really cool about this is there are no Masterpiece versions of these, and there are no Mini Masterpiece Legends figure of these Cybertronian vehicles. So that's another reason why this is really a nice set to have, because this is, as of right now, this is the only way you're going to get these vehicles. And so these guys, they look really great. So now let me show you another cool feature. You could also replicate that scene where Bumblebee goes in to the vehicle. So to do that, first you got to open up these doors, but to do that you actually need to untab at the top and lift it up, just so you could bring this piece down. But that's okay. The harder part is actually transforming this so it fits in. And I do want to just point out, you know, this double hinge bar here, it's at an angle. So you just kind of have to be careful when you untab it here from the front. And once you get that, then it folds in again a second time, and then you could fold this down. Do the same on this side. Remember, it's at an angle, so you have to fold it up at that angle, then fold that, fold this, and this is how you get him so he fits in here. And this is really a perfect fit. I mean, if you don't get this in all perfect, it's not going to close. So if you could see, the front of Bumblebee's hood goes all the way in. And if you could see in there, there's a little slot. There's a tab and a slot right in the center. And then you could just kind of push that in to secure it in place. Once you do, then you can close this. Well, let me first make sure I push Bumblebee in all the way. And then push this down, tab it in. Then we can close this up. And like I said, this is really a perfect fit. And then you can just find the tabs and the slot, line them up, tab them in, and then you can get Bumblebee in there like so. That's cool. And you know what's cool? It has a nice weight to it, and it does give like a nice little appearance of something inside. So this is kind of cool. So that's how you do that. And yeah, that's about it for the alt mode. Well, actually, I forgot one more thing. These I forgot what you call these energon bars or something. You get only 5 of them that comes with the Bumblebee inside here. That's a bummer, because they should have given you 6, because you could see you have 3 slots here, 3 slots here, so there should be 6, but they only gave you 5. I don't know if they're doing that to make you buy 2 Bumblebees, but you can just tab them in here. This is actually kind of cool. And now when I'm doing this, I'm already getting annoyed that it's missing one. It just feels like a figure that, you know, you lost a part or a missile or something like that. But anyways, you could do this. I think I'll do it this way. You could just put one on the top, one on the bottom, and then just keep the middle one separate like so. And then you can get this look going, like he's transporting these, I forgot what they call them in the episode, these energon bars. Yeah, so in case these run out. But they can't worry about that now, right? So this is cool. So that's a look at Wheeljack in alt mode. So now let's go ahead, transform him back into robot mode and have our final thoughts. Okay, my final thoughts. This is a really nice figure. This is one of those characters that we're not really going to see in Masterpiece scale or Mini Masterpiece Legend scale. So if you really like this Cybertronian alt mode, then I think this is a figure definitely worth getting. Especially if you have the Jazz and Bumblebee in their Cybertronian alt mode. But you know, I don't give recommendations because, you know, if you want it, you'll get it. If you don't, you won't. But I'll just tell you, in my opinion, just playing with it and transforming it and appreciating how nice the alt mode looks, I really like this figure a lot. So that's just my final thoughts is I really like this figure. But the negative side to it is I wish they would have given you like extra accessories like a blast effect and maybe an extra handgun to kind of make up for the Voyager class price for this figure. And maybe it would have been nice if they would have given you one of these energy conductors so that we would have a total of 6 that would go nice into 3 here and 3 on the other side. But anyways, that's just my little nitpick gripe thing. But, you know, I understand a little bit of market strategy for product design. So, you know, they're obviously not going to do that, you know. yeah, so other than that, this is a really great figure. I really like it a lot. So that's my review for the Transformers Legacy Origin Wheeljack.